Hi, Lynn again. This is Lynn Logic, episode 40. For this episode, I decided to make some notes for the trolls and haters. I will not be responding to negative comments anymore. This video serves as that response. I am not going to feed your hatred. I don't know if you need love, a hug, an asylum, or jail, but what you won't get is my energy. Now, if anyone else wants to play with them, have at it. Enjoy. My favorite word is fuck. Quick recap. I am the widow of a cross-dressing alcoholic and a survivor of a blood clot in my brain. It may seem that I am the personification of Murphy's Law, but I do love to laugh. I have a 25-year work history in accounting and operations in real estate, car dealerships, and hotels. I also have a BA in psychology. I love patterns, numbers, and categories. Always have. Lynn Logic is the result of that love. Go ahead, like, and subscribe. It costs nothing, unlike coffee, weed, or bad decisions, and you know we're not giving those up. So stay and watch so I can get my watch hours up. Check out the combined videos of my narrative and the worst day ever for a crash course. Let's get started. I tripped up my porch steps the other day. They are brick, and I skinned my knee. I think back on all the times as a kid that I had skinned knees, from falling out of trees to hitting parked cars on my bike. We were so resilient as kids. This time, man, that shit knocked the wind out of me. I've always had an issue with being spatially aware, meaning I am a klutz. Hell, I have to use plastic dishes at home because I break the glass ones. With age, this has only gotten worse. But hey, I am covered in scars and I wear them proudly. I have also always been a big girl. I hit 100 pounds in 6th grade, C-cups by 14, and 5'8" by middle school. I was fat, a Jew with glasses, and a nerd, so you know I got bullied. In 8th grade and on picture day, I wore the same shirt as a teacher. Come on. As a teenager, when people would call me fat, all the hormones surging through me made me super kicky. Why is a man's weakest point directly in the center of his body? It is at kicking and punching level. That seems like a design flaw or a reminder. All those that are bullied reach a breaking point where enough is enough. We are tired of being a punching bag because you hate yourself. And I am confused. Here I am at 46, widow of an alcoholic, survivor of a blood clot in my brain, had to have a hysterectomy because of more clotting. I'm the daughter of a convicted felon, met my father at 30. I have been raped, abused, manipulated, gaslit, lied to, and that was all by people who told me they loved me. Still, after all that and everything that I have been through, I find it so funny when people comment about my weight in a negative way. First off, here's something I have learned. Being called fat is not an insult anymore. Context is what gives it meaning. Now listen to me very carefully. I am fat. I am big. I am voluptuous. I am fucking beautiful. I am a survivor. I am a fighter. I am a difficult woman. Does that bother you? I get it. For whatever reason, you don't like what you see in the mirror. I know what that is like. Now, I love what I see in the mirror. How's your reflection? Other point. Let's talk about opinion. They are like assholes. Everybody has one. So number one, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a channel that chronicles my lived experiences and how I am healing, and how I still have hope and love. I wanted to share that hope and love. Now, for this channel, I knew I was giving out my opinion, so I wanted to make sure that people knew who I was. I started with a website for my late husband, drewanddrag.com. I then have been recording videos. I've got over 100 now on my channel. I say all this to say, when you post a rude comment, that is all I know of you. Nothing more, nothing less. So that is my perspective of you. And without context, you sound crazy, and I know crazy. When you post comments in all caps, That is yelling. Think about this in the real world. This would be the same as me recording out in public and you running on screen and yelling something and then running away. In that example, do you see how I see you? Do you see how everyone who reads that comment sees you? I could break down the psychology of each insult, but I'm not wasting energy there. Now, out in the real world, I get a lot of opinions thrown at me, especially after my husband died. And I remember someone giving me advice on being a widow while they were in their old age with their husband. So I started listening, and I mean really listening to what people were saying. And then I compared it to how they were living their life and what knowledge they had. In regards to me, I realized I didn't care about their opinion really, because it was how they wished to be, the kind of person they wished they were. Just like people will only suspect you of things they are capable of doing. They suspect you because they are afraid you will treat them the way they would treat you. You've got to practice what you preach if you want me to listen to your advice. But these drive-by verbal lashings, well, they aren't even funny. They're stupid and predictable. Hell, I've been told and thought worse, but also better insults. What makes you think I deserve that? I don't know you, and you aren't taking the time to get to know me, so why? It all comes down to love. You have a hard time with that? You don't get enough? You don't love yourself? I get it. Widow of an alcoholic, misery loves company. But you will end up alone pushing people like that, and no one will care. I know I don't. Let's talk about perspective and judgment. It is so common to see a small, minute perspective and use it to judge an entire person or situation. It's a first impression, a weekly meeting, a lunch, a picture, a snippet. Then we take that and assume. Real world example. Have you ever been at work and you know your job and you have your routine and your procedure and boss man comes and asks you if and when you are going to do a certain task that you do every morning and just haven't gotten to yet? The ones with a 30,000-foot view and perspective are the worst at this. But it's now common practice to take a moment with someone and use that to assume and judge, and then advise or command. This is so fucking annoying. Also, I didn't actually ask you anything. These remind me of, have you ever heard of a daisy cutter bomb? A bomb used to clear out vegetation for camp or helicopter landing sites. Makes a perfect circle. These people make me think of those, except without a purpose. Bosses are the easiest example, but let's be real. They aren't the only ones, from family to strangers. If you don't understand something, rather than assume, just ask questions. You know what Samuel L. Jackson said in A Long Kiss Goodnight? When you make an assumption, you make an ass out of you and unction. I finally really understand that quote since it was changed from the original. I am not the ass. You are. You should work on that. So if you made it this far, hit like, hit subscribe. It will piss off the trolls. Chin up, tits out. Bye.